So we're on day 3 now of the Chattahoochee Georgia BDR-X. I would have to say this is probably one of the easier ones that we've gone on. What you're going to be seeing here on this clip here, we're going to do some fun gravel roads. Scott was way ahead of me. You know, you can see his track everywhere. He was on the Beta 430. I was on the Honda 450. We also had a Husky 501, a Honda 300, and a KTM 690 with us. But it was a lot of fun. This was day 3. We were on what we call the intestine spot. So if you look at the map, it's just really twisty, looks like intestines right on there. And this was probably the most fun gravel that we had on the entire route. Now, what I will say is there is a ton of twisty pavement, some of the best that I've ridden in a long time. Kind of reminded me of the eastern half of the Kentucky Adventure Tour. So real good twisties, kind of like what you see with March Moto Madness or some of those other rallies and rides on through there. Day 3, though, we only did half of, well, we did the first half on day 2, so we only did the second half of day 3 and had a big storm roll in the night before, so a lot of down trees. I think we had 5-6 trees that we had to either pull out of the way, go over, go under. One of them we had to actually cut some branches off to get through, and then another one was just so big that we actually had to kind of bushwhack around, and I'll probably have that video coming up here in a few days. But overall, it was real fun. Really liked it, even with it being wet here. Wasn't too bad. A few slippery spots in the mud, but that's kind of what to expect when you're on the side of a mountain. Appalachians has just become one of my favorite places to ride. I just really, truly enjoy it. And if you've got a good group like we did, man, it's even more fun, more enjoyable. So I'm going to let you kind of sit around for a little bit, watch some of the boring gravel side-to-side roads here in a bit. We'll see the rest of the crew pop over the log. You know, when you've got saddle bags and tank bags and front bags and more bags and tail bags and all kinds of bags, you're not trying to jump over everything crazy unless you're like Scott. So we just kind of went over at our own pace. So if you look at us and go, what a bunch of wussies. Hey, you know what? We had to make it home still. So it's just the way we roll sometimes. If you're looking for what kind of bike would be the best one for this type of a riding, I would highly recommend you consider something around the middleweight adventure bikes. You know, something like a Tenere 7, a KTM 690, a Covey 800. All would do perfectly fine. You could even get yourself an adventure bike can be pretty much good as long as there weren't too many down trees. I don't think anything that we saw, even on the challenging section part 2, was undoable on a GSA or a 1290. So enjoy the rest of the video. Have a good one. Lose your pace.